Hey guys, it's me. Fuck. Hello everyone, it's me, Cameron. And I. Okay. So. Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna move this to the bathroom since there's too much lighting. Um. Oh, my friend was over. Um. So. So I want to spill the tea. Which, if you guys are long term viewers, you will know basically the whole story of me and my ex. Um, and I always try to befriend my exes. I mean, Maria, no, she bullied my brother. There's no way that's happening again. Like us being friends. But, um, so how it all started, my phone's probably gonna die. How it all started is I moved to Glens Falls, where I live now. And my phone's at 15% now. So I moved here. I was home for at least a week and 3 days because my mom hasn't signed me up for school yet. When I finally go to school, I realize I am in a special ed classroom. And I did not realize I was in a special ed classroom until I realized how small the classroom was. And I asked a counselor that I got, like the guidance counselor at school. And he's like, oh, well, that's a special ed classroom. And I'm like, I was put into regular classrooms ever since I was really little. You know what? First, let me put this away because it keeps on brushing against my arm and I hate it. So, I moved down to Glens Falls. And the first time I was introduced to the classroom, I wanted to befriend everyone. I wanted to at least have a couple of friends that I can rely on and, you know, be friends with and talk to and stuff because I'd never really gotten close to anyone before. And I seen this one person that I thought would be kind of a cool person to hang out with and be friends with. And that person was no other than Jocelyn. And I forgot how we really became friends. I think it was because our mutual liking for the pastas. Little did she know until like a month or two into the friendship that I knew them. And then like they started coming out and talking to her during lunch and sometimes class. I remember the first time she started talking to Masky. They were passing notes, they were staying next to each other and hanging out during ELA. And Ben, I think it was because they were at a lunch table and they were just hanging out and talking. I really remember the first time she met Jeff though, because Jeff kept on chasing her and other people around the football field or baseball field. It's a baseball field. Um, at first Jeff didn't really like her. He thought, oh, it's just another person that Cameron wants to be friends with. Whatever. But then when he first started to get to know her, he's like, you know what? She's okay, I guess. So then she started thinking that her and the pastas were dating. And I know. Cringe. I know. I'm sorry. But it was weird because I was younger and I did just come out as well. And I'm like, I kind of have a crush on her, so why not? And I know you guys are probably gonna think of me as a horrible person after this, but I just really liked her, and I would do anything to be with her. And I did get raised around people who would do the same thing, so I did it. And it was really good, and stuff went out well, but you know what? I think most of this stuff is too personal, so I'm gonna go into when Jocelyn first met Dark and Anti. I think it was either November of 16 or 17. I think it might be 16. 2016, that is. Dark, I think he was the first one to meet Jocelyn. He always thought of me as a little sibling or sister, and he would usually protect me over certain things, like people, places, objects, anything. But then Anti came around and he's like, no what, fuck it. Do whatever you want. You know, whatever. Dirk didn't appreciate it as much, so he left when I was younger. Then he finally started coming back around the end of October. And then I'm like, holy shit. Wait, I remember you. And then he's like, yeah. And then Anti started coming a little bit after. Dark and Anti don't like each other. Like, Dark's the king of demons. He don't fucking give a fuck as long as people leave him alone. Anti's his right-hand man. So they don't really appreciate the position, but they deal with it. Because Dark secretly cares about him as a friend. Anti doesn't really give two shits. He could care less. But anyway, when Dark started talking to Jocelyn, he's like, he had the same reaction as Jeff, except it stuck until me and Jocelyn started dating. Anti didn't give a fuck. He would try to stay away from Jocelyn because he knew it wouldn't end well. I should have listened to him. But Dark despised her. See, he was my best friend. Like, he still kind of is, except I'm kind of scared of him and Anti. More so Dark. But, like, he would always try to keep Jocelyn away from me. So that's usually why I would get injured around her, or I would walk away somehow without me even realizing, or run away without even realizing. And that's why there are carvings literally by my friend's house, Andrew. Because Andrew, like, one day Anti carved his name into the fence. And then Dark's like, no, whatever, I'll carve my name on his. So that happened. Brandon scribbled them out. I hate Brandon, but they still seem to work. Like, I think I'll explain that in another stream, but anyways, when me and Jocelyn started dating, I asked her out, and it was cool. It was chill. And then Dark came out, and he's like, break her heart, I'll fucking murder you. I can't speak, actually. I'm actually sick. I might be getting a fever. Because it's so hot, and then it's so cold, and anyways. So, and it was June 4th. literally 11 days before my birthday. But she wasn't allowed to see me because her mother didn't like me, I think. I don't know. I could care less now, but we started dating, then she broke up with me. Literally, probably a week after, and she's like, I'm really scared, man. What if my mom finds out? And I'm like, dude, you have a lock on your phone, right? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, then how will she even find out? Like, we did keep this a secret for a long time. Then we got back together. Then we broke up. Then we got back together. Then we broke up. And the last time we broke up, literally, I don't have a drink to sip on now. Okay. Literally. Oh yeah, my ears are getting really red. This usually happens when I mention anti or dark. Mostly anti. But then frickin' the last time she broke, the heat just went off. Okay, whatever. The last time she broke up with me, I was literally at the most depressing state I could be at. And I'm like, she'll come back. She always does. Then Anti's like, dude, I mean, I'm not trying to upset you, but I know she won't. Maybe you should just let go. She wasn't even worth it anyway. You're too nice and too funny and too smart to even know. She's manipulating you. She's being rude. She broke your heart so many times that you can't even understand anymore. You can't even, like, function properly if she's not there. You're too clingy. You're over obsessed. And then I started believing that I was over obsessed. So whenever I make new friends, I just tell them that I get really attached. And most of my friends are really attached to other people, including me. So we never let each other go, even if something bad happens. And then Jocelyn and I started being okay, and then we started hating each other's guts for no reason. And then we were okay again, and vice versa, and etc. And it kept on happening. And now, literally like a couple days ago, maybe a week, Jocelyn started calling me baby, and she's like, I miss her so much. I miss her cute little face. And it made me feel like I wanted to be your friend again, and I missed her a little bit. And then Anti's like, no, she's going to change her mind like she always fucking does. And lo and behold, here we are today, spilling the tea over what happened last night. Now, if you guys don't know what happened last night, I will make a video and I will put up screenshots of what happened. So basically, this channel called Alex the Soul Taker started commenting on my video of me reacting to Becky Brim with Ben, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ben. I don't remember. But then, like, we started talking, and then Jocelyn uploaded a video, and at the end, she was like, I have a secret, but I'm not going to tell you guys just yet. You'll have to wait and see. And then we started talking. Like, I tried commenting on Jocelyn's video saying, hey, I'll need to start a shitstorm. But this guy named Alex the Soul Taker started commenting on my videos and said maybe if I tell you how I was feeling, maybe we could be okay with each other. And then she never responded. And then this channel called Angle Rose, Jocelyn didn't even, okay, yeah. Basically, that channel's like, hey, you did everything to fucking Jocelyn. You did everything. In which Anti and Andrew have to say, bitch, get your facts right. Because, first of all, this video was never released because of graphic reasons. Because there was so much blood and shit, it wasn't released. Because I got really hurt when Anti possessed me, which it's never gory. It's usually just Anti coming out like, oops, I'm a spooky ghost, or some shit like that. But no, I started having my ears bleed and my nose bleed, and then I started getting cuts all over. And then I passed out, and Andrew's like, bro, you need to wake up. Anti comes out, everything heals, everything fades away. I come back, my nose is still bleeding, everything's gone. And then I tried releasing the video, but then Andrew's like, bro, it's too gory, you can't release that. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, because you might get flagged. And I'm like, yeah. So then I didn't release it, but in my live stream, Corey said that he's going to take a visit to Anti, and that's basically what happened after that live stream. And I know I made a video saying that I'm not going to upload anymore. Well, I was doing a little bit of talking with Virgil and Patton. My happy personality, basically. And then one of my negative thinking personalities, my anxiety, everything that makes me get going and need my inhaler for. They're like, don't let her get to your fucking dreams. Like, we know that you want to get famous and have good stuff happen to you on YouTube and live your dream. You always wanted to do this from a young age. And I'm like, okay. So here we are today. But then basically what happened is Jocelyn had both of those profiles and she was technically catfishing me. Like, I told that to my teacher today and she's like, yeah, that's catfishing. And my phone is at 9%. Okay, you know what? I'll just live stream for a few more minutes. Yeah, my ears are red as hell, and I look like crap. So that's basically what happened last night. Both of the channels uploaded. I haven't watched the full video on that, Angle fucking channel, which, to the people who are like, that says Angel. Hun, you have to get your facts right, that says Angle. But yeah, that's basically what happened, and let's just say Anti hasn't been here since last night. I didn't tell Dark about it because I know he would flip, but if he does see this video, it's basically gonna be all over. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm gonna make a fucking music video that I've been trying to work on, so I'll let you guys go, and I gotta go charge my phone. Maybe I'll come back after I watch the full videos, okay? See you.